Hey everybody, how's it going? I wanted to say thank you very much to John Decomo for getting me this bike stand back here. Thank you very much. This is going to make my life a lot easier. I also want to say thanks to the mobile bike man at bikerescue.nyc. Remember how I said that there were a bunch of those bike shops that said I can't put a suspension fork on a Yubamundo Lux? You can't do that. You can't do that. We won't do that. It's not possible. Right over there, there is a Manitou. Believe me, am I pronouncing it right? Manitou fork on it. I just got to get that little spacer for the brakes because I need that thingy that allows me to put, little spacer so that I could use a 180 millimeter disc brake in the front, which is easy. It should be easy enough to get. I'm going to buy it online rather than go to another douchebag hipster bike shop that tells me something's impossible when it's clearly doable and something that can be done. I'm so tired of New York City bike shops. They have this thing where they are constantly, they have no interest in your business whatsoever. They genuinely, I have no idea how the fuck they make money. They're interested if you want to buy a new bike at retail price. Other than that, it's usually just a big middle finger, and it's so annoying. It makes me kind of want to, I wish I was actually a competent bike technician. I really do, because if I was, I would start a business in the city and just get rid of all of them. Put them all out of business. But it's something else. It doesn't matter what there are the places where I swear I can't get them to change brake pads because we don't work on that. It doesn't motor. I just want you to change brake. We don't work on it. I have a flat tire. We won't work on it. I actually have to go back home, get my screwdriver set, take the fucking wheel off of the bike and bring it to them because they will not take the wheel off itself to change the fucking flat tire if I don't have, if the bike has a motor on it. It's so fucking infuriating. And then I said, for whatever amount of money you want, the budget is maybe $500 for a fork, and whatever it is you want on top of that to install it. Can I put a suspension fork on this? No, it's not possible. Fuck you. Fuck you all. I plan on riding this into every single one of those bike shops. I probably shouldn't because that's a waste of time. Anyway, just want to say thank you to John for getting me that bike stand over there. It's really cool, and I'm very happy that I have that type of fan base that thinks I have earned or deserve that type of treatment. It really kind of, look at this thing. This thing had to cost $100. He got me this it's a freaking bike stand. I don't deserve that, but that's just, anyway. So here we have an A1706 MacBook that's not powering on. We're going to take a look at this MacBook and try and figure out what's wrong with it. First, I need a magnet. Yeah, if I started a bike shop, it would kind of be like the Apple Store of bike shops, so I don't want to do that. Only for data recovery, seek and destroy. It usually winds up not being worth it for other stuff. For us, at least. But we do data recovery. If you don't want that, I would send it to iPad Rehab. They could probably do the no power thing, and they may be more competitive on price than we are. No update, James. No update. No idea, Grant Logan. I got no clue. I'm thinking about it. I really don't know what I'm going to be doing with my life. I got a lot of stuff to decide. A lot of things, unfortunately, I'm not at liberty to discuss with people that I don't know. So, but there's a lot of stuff that I got to figure out. Okay. What's wrong with this MacBook? That's a great question. The first thing I'm going to do, unplug the battery, as I always do. Thank you, Mario. I really appreciate that. Love to you in Europe as well. All you people that put U's in words that don't belong there, you know what? Let's just have a moment of peace and silence and where we respect that our differences in spelling things and come together as a people. I think we can do that. This board has flux all over it. So I'm probably not even going to take this out of the case. Yeah. You know what? No. You didn't tell me that someone fucked with it before you sent it here. We're going to go on we're going to do a couple of... I'm not even going to waste the time on this thing. Yeah, I see someone already soldered and fucked with it. All right. So we're going to give this a... No. This is not how this works. No fix, no fee model does not mean send me... This is not the Statue of fucking Liberty. Send me your pre-fluxed CPU rehotted. Send me your sodomized motherboards for no fix, no fee repair. Fuck that. I am not the Statue of Liberty. Send me your boards that you haven't fucked with, or send me nothing at all. So, let's see what we got here. So, 5 volts, 23 milliamps. It goes to 19 volts and 700 milliamps, which means it is technically turning on, but the fan isn't spinning, which is strange. And let's see what the screen says. The screen's got nothing on it, but also the fan is not spinning. Yeah, I mean, like, do I want to figure that out? Do I really care about troubleshooting this now? Not really. CPU gets warm, fans don't spin. There's solder there, there's solder there. You know what? This board can suck my effing dick. Seriously. Fuck out of here with this garbage. Alright, let's put a note in the ticket. Send this shit back where it came from. Maybe we could send this to Tim Herman. Okay, so we are going to put this back in the slot and tell them to GTFO. And I'm going to grab another one, because this one is a fucking waste of time. I see flux and hot air near CPU areas. You put flux, like, there's a coil that's not even on the pads. I don't know why you did all this shit, but no. See, this is what I tried to do with the bike shop. So what I did is literally once I took that U out of the box, I took it to a bike shop and I said, can I put a suspension fork on this? I didn't solder on it. I didn't fuck with it. I didn't mess with it. I didn't like discombobulate the whole fucking board and then say, fix my mess. I said, how much would it cost to do what I want to this while it is still unsodomized? And try to be considerate. Okay, so we're going to grab another one and go from there. I didn't even de-corona this. It doesn't deserve de-coronaing. Let's grab something worth fixing. Let's get something worth fixing. Alright, G7. I'll grab something from G17. Be right back, folks. I'm going to be right back, alright? Be right back. Alright, we're back. This is a standard no power A1466. Grab a magnet. What happened? I don't know. New York being New York, really. Goodall, that's a good question. Paul is usually good at that. I suck at that. Mark, it's rated for 1,000. I send it 4,000. Have not found anything, Tim Tam. Have not found anything. I don't know, Robbie. A lot of it is mail-in now. It used to be less mail-in. It's become more. Alright. So, this is a MacBook Air. And what we're going to do here is plug it in. Hey Lewis, how's it going today? Chris. Why, thank you, Chris. It's going all right. I think just from the ups and downs of the past 5 to 7 years, it's kind of taken its toll. I feel less enthusiastic and excited than I used to be about general things, among other issues. So this said it doesn't turn on. It seems to me that it turns on, because as you can see here when I put it on the screen, that what you have is 600 milliamps of usage. You hear a chime, see fan spin. Ah, you fuck. Damn you and your doxing shit. Don't put that shit up. Alright, let's try this again. John, thank you. Sorry I spelled your name wrong. Listen, people who watch my videos by now should understand that's not where you put the fucking password and address. Alright, so the problem we have here is a dim screen. So they said it doesn't turn on. It actually does turn on. It has no backlight. Let's get the board out of the case and see if we can figure that out. Yeah, oh well. What are you going to do? Mr. Clinton the kitten. Now, one of the things I'm usually interested in is the voltage on the screen itself, on the backlight. Different voltages at backlight output are going to tell me different things. Okay, so we do this, we do this, we do this. These are battery cells, yes. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4.2, 4.2, 4. Wait, no. Yeah, it's probably series parallel. So series, parallel. Were you feeling less enthusiastic before Corona? I don't blame everything on Corona, but I think this whole situation is messing up our happiness. I think there was a little bit, yeah. Like there was it's just a lot of stuff in general. There's 2018 and the business increase required, changing a lot of business systems in order to keep it going, and getting people to abide by those systems is difficult. Making them is difficult. Before those systems were in place, actually doing the work of like 3 people was difficult for a while. Moving was a pain in the ass, stressful, annoying. Once it was finally done with, I was kind of tired. And then after that, all the Corona shit happened, and it's just enough is enough. Kind of want to find an island somewhere and escape. An island would be nice right now. A good island, not one of those like pedo islands, like the Epstein one. A quality island. I think my Restream chat broke. New Zealand, if you can get in. Yeah, if New Zealand was smart, they'd be keeping out all the Americans right now. Yeah, it looks like YouTube chat is not showing up in Restream anymore. That's interesting. Restream, hello. What you doing, Restream? Oh yeah, error. Interesting. That's crazy. Okay, YouTube live chat is not showing up in my Restream app anymore. Interesting. And cash for Island Fund. Thank you, NanoSpark. New Zealand closed their island to all. Yeah. Probably the smart thing to do. Alright, I'm going to disobey what I usually tell everybody else to do and not look at the backlight voltage before I inspect the board. You know what? I'm going to go back on that because there's no obvious signs. Since there's nothing obvious, I need a hint. And checking the backlight voltage will give me a hint. I was just being lazy because my multimeter was by my bike setup and not by my desk, and I didn't want to have to get up to look at it. So, but I really should get up to look at it. That's the sensible thing to do here. That's... Okay. Womp, womp. Okay. Thanks to the person who fixed Nightbot. Indeed. Thanks to the person who fixed Nightbot. Mr. Nightbot. Yeah, if you want me to read chat more often, change over to Twitch because that's where the restream chat is working. It doesn't want to work on, yeah, it's not working on for YouTube for some reason. I don't feel like troubleshooting shit right now. Okay, so... No sound. Yep. Okay, so what we do here... Now, I don't have to keep the machine open because one of the things you may note is that I got rid of the DCN cable. So it's not going to know if it's open or not. And now the backlight works. Is our problem a bad DCN cable? Is the reason we don't have a backlight because of this? It doesn't look corroded at all. Huh. Strange. Let's see. Plug it in and see what happens next. I think it thinks it's closed when it's not. That could be a part of the problem here. I don't understand what you mean with repair.org trolling me. It doesn't seem to make any sense to me. Alright, do you turn on now? Come on, turn on, off, on, off, on, off, on. Okay, this just needs an ultrasonic cleaning and to get the hell out of here because it works totally fine for me. I'm going to make sure that the trackpad cable is not corroded, and if it's not, this customer will get away with just an ultrasonic cleaning, which is really lucky and really that would be pretty nice. That's all they need is an ultrasonic cleaning. Saves them some money, saves us some time. Everybody's happy all around. Yeah. Is that your business phone? I can hear real low in the feed. I hear it only in your streams. It's really low in volume. I don't know what you're talking about. Is it your business phone? I hear real low in the feed. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm sorry. Thank you for modding me. I don't deserve it. Just a random guy who's good at spending way too much time researching on the internet. Because of you, I got my bike put together. Thank you. I love it when you show that curiosity and a problem with a MacBook. Why, thank you, Mario. I don't know if I have as much natural curiosity as I used to. Okay, here we go. This is why it wasn't turning on properly. They need a trackpad. See that? Alright, trackpad cable, new trackpad. We're not going to trust that that works. The keyboard looks like it actually survived. I don't see any corrosion on the keyboard section. So new trackpad, board ultrasonic cleaning, out the door. The trackpad can keep it from turning on, because you have to keep in mind that the trackpad is actually what's going to have your signaling for the power button. So let's just show that on the schematic in the board view really quick so that you guys learn a lesson. Because this is a really, really common cause of death on the A1466 MacBook Airs. It's very common, and it's something that because this is where the liquid comes into the machine. When you open it and you do this, see? Let's just get rid of all that crazy zoom. When you spill something, it's going to come through here. You can actually, there's a video I did a long time ago where you can actually see into the machine with the gap there on some of them, because it's not nothing to really keep liquid from going through. So this is one of the places where it's going to rest, and it's going to go right there to this trackpad cable that's completely unprotected in the machine. And you may wonder, well, how does a trackpad keep the machine from turning on? It's a trackpad. It should keep the trackpad from working. It shouldn't keep the machine from turning on. But one of the things that you're probably forgetting when you make that statement is that we're talking about an Apple product. Never underestimate the number of ways within which an Apple product can kill itself. So let's show you how you could save some money and check this out and try and fix it yourself. Let's also explain the reason that we had no backlight, in addition to the customer having no power. Because you have to remember, the customer said there was no power. I said there was no backlight intermittently. But these both are issues that come from the same place. And one of the things I really hope you get when you watch this channel is I want you to learn the way you investigate stuff like this is if you have multiple issues or multiple claimed issues, you're always going to want to try and narrow it down to what could it be that has the potential to cause two issues at once. Why is Michael Scott showing up on the screen? Eli says you enjoy your YouTube annoyance. You like it when your fans ask for your autograph, especially when they come straight to the shop. Do this, not please, it's a joke. Huh. Oh. Eli likes trolling me. I like trolling him. We troll each other back and forth. That's the least of my concern right now. It's just like, I have an office, so my front desk person is trained to tell anybody who walks in I'm not there. So literally, I could be standing right next to him, and he'll just say, Lewis isn't here. You know, that's an optical illusion. And it works. It works for me. It allows me to get by, do things with my day, and not have to deal with people that act really, really creepy in person. One thing I've noticed is that people do things in person when they meet someone that they know from YouTube. They act in ways that would never be accepted in polite or civilized society anywhere else. Like, they say things or do things that if a woman pepper sprayed them would be totally acceptable. But if I say that's creepy, it's not acceptable because I'm on YouTube. So I just don't care. I've completely just given up the ghost there with that stuff. Like, if someone emails back and forth and I actually like talk and I'm interested and I say, sure, come by, that's different from somebody who shows up and is like, oh my God, it's you! Whoa! 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 I just want to fucking bury myself every time I see that happens. But let's go back to the board. Let's go back to the board. So, well, one thing I really hope that people learn there is how to tell when you have multiple problems, what could it be that's causing the multiple problems? So let's take a look at the trackpad connector over here, J4800. So there's two things in the trackpad connector that are of interest. The first one is SMC on-off L. So the SMC is the system management controller. SMC, as system management controller. On-off, that's the power button. Turns it on or off. _L means that when that signal is pulled low, it assumes that you just hit the power button. Now, in this machine, you saw the keyboard goes to the trackpad, and then the trackpad goes to the computer, ensuring that there is multiple points of, that one failure knocks out two things rather than one failure knocking out one thing. If your trackpad fails, you don't have a keyboard anymore. Yay. Anyway, so this would cause the machine to not turn on. Buy yourself a nice burrito on me. Thank you, Duck Vision. I'm not quite sure if I deserve a nice burrito, but I appreciate that very much. Thank you, Mr. Duck Vision. Or Mrs. Duck Vision. I suppose that is a gender-neutral term right there. Thank you. So SMC on-off L being held low would mean that it thinks the power button is always being pressed, which means that it wouldn't turn on. That would explain it not turning on, if there's corrosion there. Now, SMC lid, that's the signal that's going to let the machine know if it is closed or not. So when the machine, open laptop, closed. Open, backlight, closed, no backlight. Why does the trackpad have any say over this? Why does the trackpad care? You have to think about it. Now, you may be saying to yourself, well, visit your store when I'm in New York. James! Anyway, where was I? I lost my... Why does the trackpad need to know when the machine is closed? You may say, so that the trackpad is not activated when the machine is closed. Well, you could just have the trackpad... Well, how is the trackpad going to be activated when the machine is closed? It's only going to be activated if you hit the machine so hard that you click the trackpad while it's closed. And once you're at the point where you've managed to make the trackpad click while the machine is closed, the machine is probably shaped like a U at that point and totally unrecognizable, therefore it doesn't matter. I'm not sure why that is the case, but either way, this person needs a new trackpad and trackpad cable, both of which can be found on store.rossmangroup.com. If you don't wish to pay for us to do it, you can buy the parts. Don't delay. Buy today. That's it for today. And as always, I hope you learned something. I'll see you all in the next video. Bye now. Before we fix the next machine, I'm going to eat some lunch that Erica packed me. New Jersey is better than New York because we have Walmart. You have 2.2% property taxes, man. I can't fuck with that. There's nobody in New Jersey actually owns their home. If you pay $15,000 to $20,000 a year for your home on top of your mortgage, you don't own it. It just there's no concept. There's a little clicking sound in the background. I don't know what to do about that. Yeah, sorry. Any advice on how to keep morale high? I get days where I have no customers and I feel like I'm doing something wrong. On days when you have no customers, you're just going to have to put more and more effort into advertising. And also, how fast are you answering inquiries on your website? You should be answering inquiries within, minutes of getting them. And if you don't have a way to do it, you got to figure that out. And here's sound issues too. Yeah, I don't know what those are. One sec, I got to add an item for this estimate. Keep up the good work, buy a beer for the burrito. Thank you, but I don't drink beer anymore. But I appreciate it. One moment. I'm almost done with this crap, and then I can... have to make a new item code for this. I'm fixing up the item codes that I have here. So many item codes. Just WordPress. I just found a designer. It's hard to find a good web designer. That's the thing. You got to find yourself a decent web designer. Okay, where's Trackpad? There we go. One moment. Almost done here. Then we're going to find the next machine. Actually, we're going to eat, then find the next machine. And pad repair service. Almost there. One moment.
I have your screws.
Do you want greenies for Phoebe?
No, she has a lot, thank you.
Lewis, can I show you something?
Sure.
Why, you have extra? Do you have extra?
Do it in general.
Lots.
Should I do it? Should I do this in general? Yes. Pings everyone.
No, so you can ping everyone by scanning this?
Yes. You're gonna go into general and ping everyone into general.
So I just pinged everyone by scanning this.
Yeah.
You made a barcode for pinging everyone.
Yes. I should leave this in your office.
Hi, it's crazy, man.
Wait, it was Paul's doing.
Oh, really?
That's ridiculous.
Crazy.
You being helped? What do you have and what's wrong with it? What do you have? Let's see. Yeah, let's see what you have. What's wrong with it?
Sorry,
No worries.
I got a lot of emails and I don't know which one it's
Hey, he got you. Dan, can you look up her ticket?
Sure.
I was streaming. I got owned.
Well, what did you do?
All right. Actually, I gotta eat.
Ready? What you should do is you should stick this on the back.
The Rona. The Rona. Corona. There are many types of Ronas. Gilead Pharmaceuticals. Discount vaccine. Discount treatment. Only $3,500. But it saves you the $12,000 that you otherwise would spend at the hospital. So it's a great deal. If you were promised sexy things on Twitch, you were just going to be disappointed. Potato thingy. Almonds, potato, and hot sauce. What a strange meal. What an incredibly strange meal. How would it be to change 4 GB chips using a rotor? Goddamn. The message disappeared from the screen before I came back to my office. Does anybody know what the whole message said? How hard would it be to change 4 XBGA RAM chips using Quick versus Zama? Well, you don't want to change RAM chips using a Zama. It's overkill. You would want to use a Quick. You're just going to want to use a preheater. It would actually be harder to do that using a Zama because it's not what you should be using for it. Good night, James. What causes intermittent CPU vCore and 820000165? Ugh. What do you mean by intermittent? Do you mean it's randomly crashing, or do you mean the vCore changes? Because vCore is always going to change depending on what you're doing with the computer. That's normal. Random crashing, good luck with that one. I really wish you could buy a high-end ThinkPad with a Ryzen processor. I would want to buy like a P-series ThinkPad with a Ryzen. No way. How much did you pay, Andy? They are amazing though, aren't they? Once you hear what sounds like without internal resonances, you never go back to normal speakers, ever. That's not a terrible deal. I think I got the 3A signature for about like 17 or 1800 a long time ago. Open box, used, semi-used. Well, Intel's going to lose a lot of revenue with people going over to ARM for desktops. They lost out. They missed out on mobile so bad it's not even funny. If on desktops they're not competitive either, then like what the fuck is giving Intel their lead besides having more money in the bank? I walk past your store every day when I lived in New York. Secretly wish my girlfriend's Macbook would break so I could come visit. It'll break. Trust me. It'll break. If she's anything like my girlfriend, she'll find a way to break it. Chris Long is here. We have a VIP. We have royalty in the chat. Everybody say hello to Mr. Chris Long. Chris, I missed you. Chris Long hails from Kentucky, where he casts his vote for Mitch McConnell. Chris, it's fucking crazy. I can't live around here. To the west are $15,000 to $25,000 a year property taxes. To the east is the same thing. I was actually looking at Delaware. Even with a motorcycle, I'm looking at like a 5-8 hour commute. A little crazy. Yeah, it's craziness. Oh yeah, I got it to work again, John. Yeah, the thing is, Chris, it's not even house price. It's just at 2.2 to 2.5% property tax. There's no idea of home ownership. A lot of people have said I'm stupid for paying 24. I think, yeah, my rent is up $2,000 a month, so it's 20. It's up. When I moved in, it was cheaper, but now it's $24,000 a year. He said, that's stupid. You're throwing that money away. You don't own. But what about people that spend $600,000 or $800,000 in a house that's smaller than my apartment, and they have to pay $15,000 to $20,000 a year on top of that to rent it from the city? It's like I don't get it. I don't understand where that comes in as an advantage. And the interesting thing is that even in spite of those property taxes being as high as they are, the schools still suck. Everybody says, oh, the schools are amazing. The schools are amazing. That's why you have to support the schools. Like, dude, I went to school here. You can't sell me that shit. Nope. You know? It's like if Wild PCS cost $20,000 a course, and then they say, you don't understand, the class is amazing. That's why it's... No. If you went to Wild PCS and they had you fucking replacing screens with heat guns and shit, or chips with heat guns, you'd understand. No. Nice try. Can't fool me. I gotta wash my hands. So you're saying 1660 is super overpriced. I don't believe I ever uttered the words 1660 out of my mouth. Don't do that Kathy Newman shit. Come on. So you're saying. I never want to see that so you're saying shit in my chat again. No so you're saying. Fuck that. Alright. I gotta find another machine to fix, and then we will get on with the video. Let's find something that... I ate some food, Nickel. Some potato thingy with rice, and I threw some almonds in it just for the hell of it. You can do it, NZK. You're a mod. You have the power to. Use the bot. Do what high voltage would do. Use the bot. I forget what the command is, but someone here should know what the command is. I have been doing random. That's how I chose that machine that had the board totally fucked up on the inside. This one's probably going to be a shitty one, but I'll open it anyway. Be right back. I know. Get NZK to change it. He's a mod. He should be able to do this. Come on.
punch him back.
Did you deserve it?
No, for no reason.
Kevin, did he deserve it? Did he deserve it? Did he deserve it?
Yeah.
What do you think?
I don't know what happened.
Okay. We have one. Let's go. Did he deserve it?
Why is that?
Well, then I guess. Well, there you go.
And I was hoping you bench too. You know what? I'm letting the barbell fall on your neck next time.
What did he bench? What did he put?
105.
I gotta try after I'm done with streaming.
I'm letting the barbell fall on you next time.
When I'm done streaming, we have fun. Hey everybody, how's it going? So it's time to fix yet another dead MacBook. This is not powering on, it's an A1502. Let's see if we can figure out what's wrong with it and make it work again, since we have this new policy of having the sticker with the customer name and number on the bottom of the machine. I can't show you it in the overhead camera anymore until I remove this. Alright, just remove the bottom. I actually didn't have any screws in it. So this machine... What the hell? So the board is... Yeah, it's got this weirdness all around it. It's like... It's not water, it's not... I don't know what it is. It's just weird. Is that coffee or something? I don't know. Alright, so I'm going to unplug the battery from this MacBook. Ah! Damn you people with your fucking doxing notes. Don't put notes there. Don't you watch the video and know where I put this? Don't you watch the video and realize that I opened the machine on camera? Don't put your password there, or your address, or everybody's gonna know. Florian, I need you to do it. There's a bot that'll let you do it. Actually, Nitrocaster's a mod. He can do it. Yeah, he's a mod. He can use the bot allows you to change it. Just I can't because I need two-factor authentication to log in, and I'm too fucking lazy to do that. Anyway. Alright, so it took 500 milliamps for a second, then immediately went down to 18 milliamps. What the hell's up with that? Try this again. 15 milliamps. 400? 600? 700? 700 milliamps? Down 18. Alright, so it is turning on for a very quick period of time and then turning off. And this ticket's kind of playing dumb with it, like, I don't know why that's happening. Why would that be happening? I have no idea. It just slowed down a few moments, then shut down during normal use. When I tried to reboot it, only made it to the login screen. I don't know. What could it be? Maybe it's that your board looks like cock and balls. Like, what is this? Why does it look like someone shit on your machine and then wiped it with a dry napkin? That's my question. Because really, that's what this looks like. Maybe, actually, what you guys can do is you can message Hi, email him, hi@rossmangroup.com, and ask him to tell you what the command for the bot is, so that we can change the name of the stream. Because the bot has the power to change the game of the stream, which is pretty cool, and it's useful. I never actually log on to the Twitch website because it requires two-factor authentication. I'm not unlocking my phone for this. Just take the SSD out, because there can be corrosion on the probe points under that. Alright, here we go. They cleaned off corrosion, so the stuff on the board is from a poor quality ultrasonic cleaning. Also, whoever cleaned off the corrosion didn't resolder the pin, so it doesn't look like shit afterwards. But this would not cause what I think is happening. Either way, let's see. Let's clean up the soldering over there. We'll go from there and see what happens. Managed to make me ride a bike more often and wear a helmet. Your influencer powers reach far. I'm glad that you're wearing a helmet. I would have been probably very fucked if I wasn't wearing a helmet when I slipped. How soon until you think Apple goes 2-layer on MacBooks? What do you mean? Arton says, isn't he alone in the office? Isn't who? I see ideological possession taking over my YouTube chat. Sad. Why are such things happening? I don't think my store site is down. I think Cloudflare is down. Yeah, because I can't go to cloudflare.com. So someone fucked up Cloudflare. Oh, well. Not like I can fix that right now. I'm not in a server room for Cloudflare. They'll probably fix it. They got other clients other than me. Alright, so I think it may have been turning on and off and on and off because the pins by the keyboard connector were beat up. So I'm thinking, I forget if it's pin 4 or pin 5, but one of those is SMC on-off L. And I'm thinking that just like the last machine that wasn't turning on because of an intermittency on PM sleep SMC on-off L, that this one may have had the same thing. So it turns on and then turns off because it thinks that the power button is being pressed. Let's see if that's the case. So right now, you'll notice that it's staying steadily at 485 milliamps. It's not going down to 0. Before it was. So let's just go over why that was happening and what we did to fix it on this computer. So this is an 820-4924 board. All right? 820-4924. And let's go to the keyboard pins. There we go. This is the keyboard connector over here. Now, here we have pin 5. This is one of the corroded ones. WS_keyboard_on-off L. We look for that in the schematic. You'll see that pin 5, which is corroded, goes to SMC on-off L. SMC on-off L is going to go to the SMC itself. There's a pull-up resistor. This is pulled up to 3.42 volts at all times. When you press that keyboard power button, it shorts it to ground. When it sees that it's been shorted to ground, the SMC will then turn the computer on. So most likely what was happening here is that it was turning it on and off. What makes me sad about this is that it says in the notes here that this machine was sent to a local repair shop and they could not get it to work at all. And there are signs that this thing has been cleaned. You can see that the board has this weird stuff all over it. Also, there was no blue or green corrosion around there, which means it was cleaned. But not only was it cleaned in this improper, weird way where there's this residue of stuff all over the board, but also they didn't touch up the connections afterwards. It's not just good enough to clean it. You should fix the board first. After you fix the board, then put it in the ultrasonic cleaner. Once you've reinforced and fixed all the bad solder connections, then you clean it. You don't wash it away because then not only do you lose your evidence of what was wrong with it, which is important, but you also lose whatever it was that was actually holding this together. This may have been working, but then when it actually came out of the ultrasonic, it was dead because what little solder was there holding that connection in place went away and it was being intermittent and doing funny, silly, stupid things. That's it for today. And as always, I hope you learned something from this video. And yeah, I'll see you all in the next one. Cut! That's it for today. And yeah, see you later. Got some.